It's getting sticky because Diddy is facing life in prison after the freakiest federal hip hop takedown or takedown in hip hop. I think it's takedown in hip hop. Yeah, 1090 Jake just dropped a video. I guess after the indictment got rolled out, he went and cooked everything up. He about to break it down in a polite way. So we about to see what his take is on it. Because I was supposed to speak on this situation yesterday when he first got locked up before it really got like broadcasted everywhere. But I didn't know nothing about it. I just knew about the situation itself. So it was like, it was no point to be one of the first people to say it. Who the hell am I? What the fuck? So yeah, we about to just jump into this and see what they got to say because this is crazy. I heard somebody say this is comparable to R. Kelly, if not worse. So wow.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Rico, crazy. I heard transportation somewhere. Hold on.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
What?
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs
What's going on?
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's gonna fight this to the end.
Wait, before you skip this part of the video, y'all like good quality clothes at a decent price? Y'all tired of being taxed by all these other streetwear brands, all these other companies, and y'all tired of waiting 20 years for that product? Well, you at the right place, because who beat the price? We do. So make sure y'all check out my Instagram. Y'all can text this number on the screen to be added to my SMS list, or y'all could just go follow the gram and be updated from there. You feel me? I'm not gonna force y'all to join no list unless y'all want to be early, because everything is pre-made, which means it will sell out really fast. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this video. We're about to get back to it in 3, 2, gang. My phone ran out of storage, bro. So I ran into some technical difficulties, but I really just want to start the video back over and just get back into this situation because I can't believe this man going out like this right now. Like, there's not even no person that I look up to or looked up to or anything like that. I just understand, what's that word? I'm tripping. But yeah, I just understand his impact and respect to the music game. Everything else, y'all might hear my opinion about it in this video. We about to see right now.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's
niggas'
gonna fight this to the end. He's innocent. We knew this was coming. His spirits are good. He's confident. He's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges.
Damn, Diddy. Back at it again with the free shit. On Monday, September 16th, 2024, the feds made their move, taking Sean Diddy Combs into federal custody inside the lobby of a Manhattan hotel. His arrest would come 10 months after multiple allegations of freak nasty abuse. Cassie would be the first to file a lawsuit accusing Diddy of savage beatings, rape, drugs. The list goes on. Well, the very next day after the lawsuit went viral, Diddy, Diddy's lawyer, and Cassie settled the lawsuit with the terms to be kept confidential. The speed of how fast the lawsuit ended pretty much answered everyone's question as to did he do it. In the following months, both women and a man would come forward with more deviant allegations. Homeland Security would strike, conducting early morning raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions.
That's actually sick, bro, because his crib on Star Island is at the front of the neighborhood. Ain't no highlight. If I'm deep in the back, like, yeah, they still got to drive onto the property and stuff, but I know that whole front by the security gate, everything was loaded, bro, because at least if you're in the back, you could duck off. They could park off to the side. It look like a little party, some shit going on. At the front, ain't no privacy.
Following the raids, a video of Cassie being assaulted by Diddy would take the internet by storm, as the lawsuit alleged Diddy paid $50,000 at the time to make the video disappear.
Wow.
Howard University would revoke Diddy's honorary degree and terminate the scholarship.
Wow, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if this was last year. I think he just did a donation last year. But bro just donated like mad bread to Howard for their homecoming. Or at their homecoming, during their homecoming. I don't know if it was for or what, but wow.
Program in his name, and the mayor of New York City would also request the key to the city be returned. It would appear Diddy knew what was coming, as he traveled back to New York City, checking into a hotel on September 5th in anticipation of the indictment. Just 30 minutes before the feds took him into custody, Diddy could be seen laughing and mingling with fans in Central Park. At one point, he'd even meet with his lawyer on a park bench. It would appear Diddy was taking it all in. Pause. As he knew this may be the last time he sees the city he ran for the last 30 years. The unsealed indictment would reveal Diddy has been hit with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The feds would allege that for decades, Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Diddy relied on his employees, resources, and influence of the business empire he controlled, creating a criminal enterprise that engaged in or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. In other words, Diddy used his power to get his freak on. Diddy engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of this abuse, Diddy manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated, freaky activity with males.
What make this whole situation even scarier is, bro, he had a wife in this whole situation. Kim. Her name was Kim. Excuse me. So yeah, he had a wife named Kim. And rest in peace to her, but she died. From what? I don't know why all the way 100%. But I know there's some conspiracies out there that she maybe didn't die the way that people are saying that she died. And with this stuff coming out, it's like, damn, what if Cassie just made it out in a good, like, in the perfect time, I guess. Like, she was like, I'm not finna go for none of that shit. I'm not finna just end up closed curtains.
Sex workers. At times, Diddy or those working for him would fly out women and sex workers to his location. He'd make sure they were willing to participate by supplying them drugs, controlling their careers, using financial support, and threatening to cut them off financially while using intimidation and lastly violence. Physical abuse by Diddy was recurrent and widely known. Since 2009, he'd assault women by striking, punching, dragging, kicking, and throwing things. These assaults were at times witnessed by other people, including in 2016 when he kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at Cassie before trying to bribe the hotel workers to remain silent. Diddy would even use his employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and freak nasty behavior. Members of the Diddy enterprise were well involved in his dirty work and worked together to preserve, protect, promote, and enhance the power, reputation, and brand that is Sean Diddy Combs.
I don't lie, that sounds crazy. This must all be in the indictment. I see the RICO situation, but that's like, now that got me thinking like, damn, who else gonna get charged from this? Like, imagine they go grab one of his sons. Like, come on, gang, you already know what time it is. Like, that'd be sick. Like, anybody in the family get grabbed, it's gonna make this shit look 50 times worse. And it's already looking bad. It's already on the scale of broken. You feel me? So, the family being a part of it is gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
See, Diddy's disciples wielded enough power and prestige to lure women into Diddy's orbit, often under the false pretense of a romantic relationship. These women were then forced or coerced into engaging in acts with male sex workers in what Diddy referred to as freak-offs. These freak-offs were elaborate and produced performances that Diddy arranged and directed while electronically recording and pleasuring himself.
Wow.
Domestic and international flights would be provided, and these freak-offs would occur regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days and involving multiple people. Diddy distributed a variety of drugs to keep his victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Diddy kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in such acts with sex workers, and when the freak-offs were done, Diddy would provide IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Diddy's disciples would often book hotel rooms, stocking them in advance with the required freak-off supply list. The list would include drugs, baby oil, lubricant, extra sheets, and lighting. During the raids of Diddy's mansions, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and lube. They'd also seize firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, one of which had a drum magazine. The feds are using 16 years worth of dirt to essentially bury Diddy inside of a federal prison, and in a desperate attempt, Diddy's defense team proposed to put him on home detention with a $50 million bond secured by his Miami mansion. But the feds would give 15 pages of reasons why the judge shouldn't allow it. The letter would highlight much of what the indictment states, including one freak-off in 2012, which Diddy had to pay $46,000 to cover the damages done to a New York penthouse. In 2011, Diddy and a conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking into and entering the residence of someone else. 2 weeks later, Diddy's disciples set fire to that person's car by slicing open the convertible top and dropping a Molotov cocktail inside the interior. Since 2008, allegations of Diddy's violence against women has been reported in the public media, but more recently, there has been an outpouring of allegations dating back to the 90s. The weapons recovered inside of Diddy's home are also a federal concern. While 6 legal weapons were found stored in safes, 3 AR-15s were found with defaced serial numbers, making them very illegal. A drum magazine loaded with 59 rounds of .223 ammo was found in his Los Angeles mansion, where high-capacity magazines are very illegal. To make a long story short, the feds said Diddy's dangerous, has a shitload of money, and is definitely a flight risk, so the judge denied his bail. As of now, Diddy resides in a not-so-luxury concrete cell within MDC Brooklyn, a federal facility that holds over 1,700 inmates of all calibers and has been home to many big names from rappers like 6ix9ine to mob boss John Gotti. It can be expected that a ton of new information will keep coming out regarding this case, possibly more charges, and even more arrests. It's also likely that Diddy may have some information he's willing to share in order to secure his freedom. So while the industry has turned their backs on him, many may be sweating, knowing what they did in Diddy's darkness is about to come to light. And as for Diddy, he's facing a minimum 15 years and up to life in federal prison. Now, I think it's safe to say we all expected this would happen, we just didn't know when. The fact that he only has 3 counts is somewhat surprising. I thought it would have been more because all the allegations against him are so crazy and in depth. But racketeering is pretty much bundling up everything into one charge. At the end of the day, he has 3 charges. He's facing 15 years minimum up to life. And the way the feds work is you're either gonna tell on somebody or you're gonna get fucked. Now, the type of case he has, anything sexual, when you get locked up, it's frowned upon to the point that you can be a target. But that's more so for people that aren't so rich and aren't so famous. I'm not sure how it would play out for him because he has money to sway the crowd. But this is the thing. They may also come for the money. They may come for his properties.
Hey, man. When 6ix9ine got locked up for that RICO back in 2018, I think, they froze his accounts for sure. The crazy part about this is that they didn't freeze bro accounts, so they haven't spoken on bro accounts getting frozen and stuff. But that would kind of make sense to why they denied the bail to a $50 million bail, putting up houses, other properties, and passports, all type of shit. So they might be coming for that bread for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Come for everything. And if they're able to take away his means of defense and making things happen, they're taking away his power, which is going to reduce him from a music mogul to a famous person with not so much money. But what I think is going to happen and what I know is going to come to light is a lot more names.
That's what I'm curious for.
Possibly more arrests, a lot of people falling back, and Diddy has a lot of information on people. This shit's kind of similar to the Epstein shit when he was bringing people to the island, except Diddy was doing this shit over here. You're flying people through, you're recording them, you're giving them drugs, whatever. Now Diddy, his life is on the line, and we're gonna see how desperate he gets. We're gonna see how desperate other people get. We don't know how deep this is gonna go, and this is only the beginning. Guarantee it won't be the last video I make on it, as the updates are just gonna come rolling in. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
I ain't gonna lie. I think he's toasted strudel. Like, this don't sound like something you could just get out of. This don't sound like something you could just tell your way out of, bro. Gang, sexual charges, bro. I mean, I'm thinking of it from a moral standpoint. I guess legally you might be able to tell your way out of this, but what type of shit are you gonna give up, bro? Jeffrey Epstein gave up. No, I don't think he gave up nobody for real. I think Maxwell is the one that was giving folks up. I think Maxwell. Yeah, man. It might be toast for that boy. It just keep happening. It was Rick Ross, not Rick Ross. It was, what's bro name? Damn, what's gang name? R. Kelly. It was R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, Diddy. Like, who else, gang? That shit is wicked. Wicked.